Hello everyone, my name is Terence Ayok, and today I will be presenting the results of vulnerability assessment conducted against the Cuprix 2 and Meta's exploitable 2 virtual machines through my Kali Linux. I want to say first of all the purpose of this assignment was to identify security weaknesses, analyze potential attack vectors, and recommend mitigation strategies on how to fix them. So during this project, I utilized several industry standard security tools, including Nmap, Necto, WAP, ZAP, and Nessus Essentials. Those tools helped identify open port vulnerability services, web application weaknesses, and system level vulnerabilities. The result demonstrates how attackers can gather information about the target systems and exploit security weaknesses if proper protection is not in place. One of my slides that I started with is assessing objectives. The primary objectives of this assignment were to discover active hosts and services, identify vulnerabilities within the operating systems and web applications, analyze possible attack paths and available to an attacker, and also analyze, evaluate overall security postures and all the like. So both Cuprix 2 and Metasploitable 2 were intentionally vulnerable systems designed for security training and penetration testing exercises. I went forward to look at the Nmap enumeration results. The first step is that I did is the assessing was Renaissance and enumeration using Nmap that I did. Nmap is which is a network scanning tool used to discover host open ports that are running services operating system. So by scanning the target system, I was able to identify several exposed services, which are like port 22, port 80, port 111, port 443, and also I did scan result with that revealed the multiple services were accessible. And I also went along to look at the Necto scan findings, which Necto is a web server scanner that identifies outdated software, insecure configurations, non-vulnerabilities, where I look at missing HTTP security headers, information disclosures, outdated web server software. I also went ahead to look at the OWASP ZAP scan findings. After completing the Necto scan, I use OWASP ZAP to assess the web applications. So OWASP ZAP is a web application security testing tool that performs spidering and active scanning to identify application level vulnerabilities. The scan identified several issues, including cross-site scripting, also known as the XSS. Missing security headers is also identified, session management concerns, cookie security issues, potential cross-site request foreign vulnerabilities. So these findings also demonstrate how attackers may exploit weakness within web applications rather than attacking the underlying operating systems directly. So due to this, one of my slides I went ahead to put into consideration Necto versus WASP ZAP. Although both tools analyze web environments, they serve different purposes, which I also made mention in my slide. Necto focuses primarily on web server security. It identifies several configuration, adapted software, exposed files, and known vulnerabilities, while OWASP focuses on web application security. It analyzes how the application processes user input and identifies vulnerabilities such as XSS, CSRF, etc. And also we have, in summary, I want to say Necto evaluates security and server results. So I want to also touch on one of those findings that I did, which is cross-site request forgery, where I used the CSRF. One vulnerability identified during testing was cross-site, which occurred when an attacker tricks an authenticated user into performing actions without their knowledge. So, for example, a logged user may unknowingly submit a malicious request through a specifically crafted website. For example, unauthorized account change, password modifications, unauthorized transactions that are going in. So we also looked at the cross-site scripting, XSS, also in my slide. So one of those things that I also put into consideration was Nexus Essential Configuration, which is to transform a more comprehensive vulnerability assessment. I use Nexus Essentials. Nexus is a automated vulnerability scanner that compares discovered services against large vulnerability databases. So I scanned target IP addresses, service discovery, which are also in my slide. I have those results. So I have some top vulnerability that were identified. I have through Nexus on unsupported operating systems were identified, adapted software were identified, SSL certificates issues were identified. I also said some of the flaws that I encountered based on the assessment results are poor configuration management, lack of handling measures, missing security updates, attack vectors, and also. So in conclusion, I want to say, based on my findings on this assignment, this is my result of what I came out with. So thank you for the time and the attention. I appreciate the opportunity to present to you. Thank you.